Peace and blessings. um, I'm back. I said I'd be back. I wanted to speak with, I guess particularly the ladies about something. I want to say the ladies because I think that this message would impact them probably more than the fellas, but the fellas also can utilize what I'm about to say because it really applies to both ends. I had read a post earlier with my little sister. She had put some about so many dudes have hurt so many women throughout their life. And then when they're ready to settle down, they want a woman who's not scarred or don't have baggage or something to the extent, right? And my initial response was that men and women both hurt each other. That a lot of times you have men that hurt women as a result of being hurt and vice versa. And sometimes for men, the first woman that hurt them the most was their mother. So once he's lost trust in his mother, being the first love to protect his heart, to really care for him, he then makes a conclusion about women altogether then he began to gravitate to a certain kind of woman who confirms his conclusion. But it's a certain kind of woman that he gravitates to. Women likewise. That's why I always say, man, you cannot leave a social situation without looking at yourself. You can't leave it without thinking or feeling that you did nothing wrong at all. You have to consider yourself. You have to try to see what could I have done differently. Even in an argument or a debate with your significant other, you have to always try to first ask yourself. I say you should. You should, because if you do this, one thing about if I say, let me see what I could have done different. Let me see what I done wrong. One thing about that is that it breaks down the defense of the other person. Because when you start charging somebody up about something, they automatically become defensive and they start charging you up. So both of you are defensive and neither one of you are being receptive. Because both of you you're in battle mode, you're in fight mode. But if I off the rip come at you like, why is she acting this way? Is it, what is it that I could have done differently? How could I have said that differently? How could I have dressed it differently? And if your conclusion at the end of the day is that I couldn't have done it no differently, then at that point you have to say, that I've done all I can do and we're just not compatible. We don't have the chemistry that it takes to uphold this, to continue this, to keep this going forward. You know what I'm saying? And move on. I mean, a lot of people just don't seem to know how to so-called take the air, pack up, and let go. You know what I'm saying? We can read all the different African proverbs about season and people who come in your life for a season, some for a lifetime, and some for a season. But when it comes to our personal lives, it's like we forget all about this stuff. We think it don't apply to this particular situation, no matter how I feel about a person. Or better yet, because of how I feel about this individual, this cannot apply to this. right? Well, I mean, it can, but this is more really what I wanted to pull out in this particular talk was that, when I speak about being committed to what makes you happy, also being committed to what don't make you happy, because when you refuse to accept something that doesn't make you happy, or better yet, when you point out the things, when you recognize the things that don't make you happy, then it brings you close to the things that make you happy. And when you stay committed to what makes you happy, it doesn't leave much room for you to accept things that don't make you happy. And see, if you enter a relationship or in a dealing or in a dating process or whatever it is, however you want to term it, but when you enter into that process with the mindset that I'm about my own happiness and peace of mind, I value my peace of mind and my happiness. So when you enter it, you're gonna enter it giving exactly what you want to return. I don't mean you're gonna give it all to a person. I mean you're gonna fall in love and all that off the rip. I'm saying, but whatever you give is exactly what you want to return. You have to do that first, because what that does is, first of all, show a person that you're serious. It shows a person that, you're going to be consistent when you do that. But anything, I'm telling you, anything other than you being honest with yourself and you approaching an experience with honesty will be deemed as a person who's just not serious. You're not serious. You're not to be taken serious. And I'm going to tell you something, ladies. If you deal with a man from that point of view or from that perspective, you cannot blame him. Because I'm going to tell you, if you come at a man in a way to where all you seem to want, well, I say this here, you will accept the sex, no commitment, no real true obligations, just as long as, so-called you don't lie to me, so-called, I don't catch you with nobody, you don't, you know what I'm saying? So-called, right? Then yeah, we can have sex. As long as you ain't having sex with nobody else, right? A dude gonna tell you what he need to tell you, and he gonna just have sex with you. He's not gonna do no more than what you put out there and what you demand of him. Sometimes you really have to demand with, not verbally, I'm saying with what makes you happy. If you don't demand with what makes you happy, and I'm not saying like distinctively verbally, because I disagree with telling a person what you like and what you don't like, because if they have any type of ulterior motive or any real interest in you, they're going to mold to that, but they're not going to be true. They're not going to be who they are. And what you want is the person to be who they are, because that's what consistency is. That's who you're going to deal with in the long run. But when you tell a person what you like and what you don't like, you're going to get that representative, and it's not going to last. Then you wonder why you have problems later. Why this person reveal all the other stuff, but what it was, the person really was feeling you. The person wanted something. The person really liked you. So they thought they was, really being true, and they wasn't. A lot of people don't hurt intentionally. They don't, a lot of people is not as evil and selfish as intentionally as one would deem them to be. It just happens that way out of pure and mere desire for that person. Stop telling people what you like and don't like. Accept them for who they are. And if who they are isn't harmonizing with who you are, move on. Be friends or whatever you may choose to be. If you choose to be sexual with that person, you do not later charge that person for any wrong that you suffer, because you chose that. Be committed to what makes you happy. Give what you want, man. Do not give them what you think they're going to give you, because if you do that, I guarantee you're shortening yourself. Give what you want in return. I'm talking to men and women, but more so the women. Give what you know you want. Be you. Make sure you happy. Make sure you in a good place. And I guarantee you, you will avoid a lot of the drama that you go through. A person can't lie to you. A person can't cheat you. A person can't play you without you being a willing participant. And when you are a willing participant, it's because you abandon and compromise what makes you happy. You abandon and compromise with the things that you don't even like, the things that you don't even, not going to favor you, things that you know is not for you. Man, energy is important. Harmony is important. Chemistry is important on all levels, physically, mentally, spiritually. All of it makes who a person is. No matter what a person say, man, all of it makes a person who they are. So don't you let someone talk you out of you staying true to you. Give a person what you want in return and stay committed to what makes you happy. That's the message, man. Give a person what you want in return. If you see and have determined that they're not giving you back what you give them in return, what you know is going to make you happy, then you just cancel it, man. You don't have to be mad. You don't have to feel no kind of way because they are who they are and you love that. Live, man. Live and let live. You want them to find themselves the way you found yourself. Live and let live. Be committed to what makes you happy. Live and let live. Give what you want in return.